Hey, let's dive right in the first fight of the second tier of the Arcadian. Fight starts with Deep Cut, which targets the two highest enmity targets, no swap needed. After that, boss casts either A or B side. A will be roll cleaves, tank healer DPS, while B is for light parties. The boss then does his normal mode attack, which can be 2, 3 or 4 hits on one side, followed by a final one on the opposite side. Resolve your side, so A, roll cleaves at the end. He will then switch to the other side, dodge similarly, and this time resolve B side, light parties. Disco Infernal will change the arena and assign to each group, support or DPS, a different debuff timer. First, dodge the funky floor exploding tiles, and resolve the outside, in, or inside out combo. The boss tells you what he does. So outside in mean you have to be in, then out. After that, resolve debuffs. Range will grab the external spotlights, group 1 west, group 2 east. Locate which spotlight is safe when the tiles explode, here on my left. The spotlight for range will be the safe spot for both on this side. Be careful that during debuff resolution, the boss starts storing A or B side. Range have the easier resolution since the safe spot is the same the whole time. Melees split the same way with group 1 west and group 2 east, taking inner spots. Whenever an inner spotlight is on an exploding tile, it will travel to a safe tile. Inner spotlights go by pairs, going either vertical or horizontal. Here, the spotlight exploding between A and 1 will travel between 4 and C and dig up safe. DPS going next, my Viper, group 1, is fine where it is, opposite non-safe spotlight. The other melee will go symmetrical by the boss. First debuffs, resolve. Tanks will have horizontal safe spots, group 1 west, group 2 east. They go next to currently exploding tiles, or opposite to the one exploding horizontally. While dodging the tiles, resolve the snap and store side by the boss. Let's see another set where I did some mistakes. For inside out, be careful that the point blank AoE from the boss is larger than a tile. The floors aren't synced up with this mech, so don't move out too fast either. As range, if you resolve your debuff last, be careful to quickly move to the safe side of the snap. Ensemble Assemble will target one support, then one DPS, then one support, etc. with conal AoEs. Bring support to one side, DPS the other. We can do sup north or sup west. Stand out first, and then move in, out, and in after each strike. When you get a cone, move to the side of your group, still dodging the in-out. The cone will echo one more time, and you have to dodge it. After this dodge, go back to your starting post to avoid getting clipped by your teammate potential cone. Don't ever dodge toward the other group, which can be targeted directly after you. Then, check your debuff timers. The easiest solution for this is to put shortest timer north, longest south by pairs. Each pair should consist of alpha and beta debuffs to avoid a bleed. This video will show pairs resolving mid with a group south. Easier uptime, but harder if people don't pay attention to their debuff timer and move mid at the right time. Let's pause will then give you personal buffs and limit break the more you succeeded the previous mech. Ride the Waves is a Tetris-like mechanic where the melees will stay center, and the range will either go right or left, depending on the other empty tile spawning north. The boss then does quarter beats, or eighth beats, which are pairs and spread. Pairs should always consist of support and DPS. This finishes with an in-out mechanic and a snap plus drop combo. Frogtourage will have 4 frogs moonwalk their way and leaving 2 opposite cardinals safe. Group 1 will have priority on north and west, Group 2 on south and east. Check one of your cardinal. If the frogs are turning away from it, it's safe. If not, it's unsafe. Resolve the 8 or 4 bits after being in the safe spot. Disco Infernal will then come back, still with 2 sets of debuff timers, sub DPS, but with 4 frogs to bait away from spotlights. The shortest timers resolve their spotlights using their color positions, while the other group baits by standing close to the frog, the cones away from it. Then the opposite happens. Ensemble Assemble is the exact same thing, without the alpha beta debuffs, but with 4D frogs at the end. Frogtourage 2 will spawn 2 moonwalking frogs, leaving either the center or the 2 outer lines safe. 4 frogs are to be baited. We arbitrarily choose support first. We could choose to do a range melee split for the outer pattern, but the uptime loss is forced either way. the last funky floor has 4 and 8 beats mech before and after an out-in mech. Rather than the color pairs from the video, I advise you to do range and midis, like during riding waves. Good luck on your prog. I will drop some red plans I've seen in use in some party finder, compatible with this video. This fight, as you can see, is rather straightforward. The real challenge awaits you in a M6. See you then.